welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's video because today we're going to do a pick a card to see how quick is love coming in for you and who it is, what they're like, and that is today's video topic. So my Etsy shop is listed in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And other than that, pause the video. If you need more time with the piles, you can always pick more than one pile as well. We have group 1 with the Tiger's Eye Crystal Point using the Mermaid Tarot for group 1. Group 2 with the Citrine Crystal Point using, what tarot is this? The Gilded Tarot Royale. We got group 3 with the Clear Quartz Crystal Point using the Steampunk Tarot. And group 4 with the Obsidian Crystal Point using the Arcanum Tarot. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, if you really need to decide and meditate on whatever one you want to choose, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the Tiger's Eye Crystal Point. This is your reading using the Mermaid Tarot for you guys today. And we're gonna see how quick will come in, love come in, who is it, what are they like? So let's get started. Let's start with the time frame. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the Tiger's Eye Crystal Point. How soon will love come in for them? And then we'll see who it is. How quick will love come in for them? All right, let's see what we got. So we have, oh, I like this. Okay, so we have Wednesday, we have July, we have Aquarius season and Aries season. So I like that we have kind of like the timelines that kind of bleed in together. I would say that love will come in for sure by July, or July could be your birth month. You could be born on a Wednesday, on the 3rd, on the 7th, or in March as well. But Aquarius season goes from January 20th to February 18th, and then Aries season goes for March 21st to April 19th. So I love how the timelines kind of bleed and lead into each other, but I would say these are the hot times where love will most likely come in for you. Anywhere from Aquarius season to Aries season, depending on whether or not it's conditional or you're in alignment or something happens, the timeline could be extended, but it can definitely come in as soon as January, it looks like. Spirit, show me the energy of this person for group 1. Who is this? Actually, let me clarify the timeline first. Spirit, do they need to do anything to get in alignment with this? Is this conditional? Can I get more information about the time? We have take action, interesting. And then we have it's up to you, which doesn't even surprise me because we got that July, which I felt like was either confirmation or kind of just like, why is July here? Kind of seemed like, you know, kind of out there and not exactly in alignment with the energy I was getting before, where it's more like the beginning of the year. So I feel like this answer is definitely telling you guys that there's some sort of action you're being guided to take. I gotta be honest, I did hear something about health. So for some of you, this is directly related to your health. You can't manifest someone towards you because you can't get confident enough to really feel deserving of a relationship. There's something there for someone where it honestly truly is like, you don't like how you look right now, or you don't like how you think right now, how you are right now. This isn't the best version of yourself, and it's not about getting to the very, very height of you know, the best that you can be, but in a place where you can be confident and comfortable. So I'm feeling that for someone, that it's like, you know, if you really take this winter to, you know, take 6 months off or take 3 months off and really work on yourself, mind, body, and soul, whatever you feel like you need, that's going to put you in perfect alignment, and love will come in sooner rather than later. But that's kind of like the energy I get with you guys, group 1. It's a sooner rather than later type of energy, where it's like, it could come right around the corner. It could come in Wednesday, but it also could come in, you know, a lot later, depending on the action that you take. Some of you guys, it's up to you. I'm getting an energy of a group of you guys manifesting a specific person. So Spirit's saying you're in 2 conflicting energies. Pick one and commit to it for the next 6 to 9 months. And then after that, make another decision. Because there's some of you who are trying to manifest a specific person, but you're also remaining open to anyone else that might come through. And these are 2 conflicting energies, or 2 conflicting paths. You deciding I'm going to be open to what love comes in is a totally different path. There's totally different inspired action that you'll take, different feeling that you'll have. But when you are opening yourself up to someone to see who will come into your life, but you also already have someone in mind, energetically, you're in this void space of, I don't have what I want, because you're ultimately waiting for that SP to manifest. So these are just 2 conflicting energies, 2 conflicting timelines. Also, I'm feeling like this group, you guys are on very specific personal paths, where it's like Spirit has been calling you to do more and more personal or unique things, like things you've never heard or wouldn't connect to manifesting. We have the wait card. So Spirit may have already told you there's going to be a wait regarding this. You can manifest that specific person, but there's going to be a wait. Maybe you already got a time frame and it's in alignment with what it is that we got. But you're trying to do other things. So there's a decision, I think, that just needs to be made. Like, okay, am I going to wait, or am I going to open myself up to new love now? It's kind of just like that. Like, you decide what you're going to do, and then your outside world will reflect. But it's hard for anything to happen if you have too many different intentions right now. Also, release and surrender is also a decision. You can decide, okay, I'm just gonna completely release and allow Spirit to take full control, and I'm going to occupy myself with other things in the meantime, and I'm open to what comes through. That's also, like, you know, a decision that you can make, and that way you can take, you know, that weight off of yourself. So we got Venus and Mercury now tapping into the energy of this person. They have some Venusian energy, a very dreamy energy, a very alluring energy to them. Tapped into their emotions, tapped into intimacy, mind, body, and soul intimacy. They like physical intimacy, spiritual intimacy as well, and some mental intimacy there. We have Mercury, the planet of the gods, the planet of, you know, really the crown, higher level communication day to day. This person is organized. This person is really in alignment with themselves. So I just heard I'm waiting. Like, this person is waiting for you. This is someone that you get in alignment with by following your inner call, because with them showing up with having a strong mercurial energy, they're definitely tapped into their higher self. They have surrendered to, I feel like this person is like released desires. Like, that's how this person feels. It feels like someone who's like, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to allow Jesus to take the wheel. I'm going to allow God, Spirit, the divine, to take control, and I'm going to surrender to whatever way the universe is leading me. So this definitely feels like a person who is in that surrender state that Spirit is trying to get you to. You'll know when to act, and you'll know when to move. And it's not so you can get it quicker, it's just so you can get it, period, is what Spirit is saying. So you may have a hard time committing to acting on what Spirit is leading you to do, or what your higher self is leading you to do, because it's not bringing you instant results. But that whole instant result thing, it really is a fallacy. It's fake. So many people run the rat race of trying to get instant results, and it does not work because it's fake. But the promise of instant results is more tantalizing than slow and steady wins the race. But you know, they take the same amount of time. Like to manifest, it takes the same amount of time. There's very few shortcuts that you can take, and the ones that you can take is actually the higher path. Your guides, your higher self will reveal to you the shortcuts. We have Neptune and we have Pisces, and then we have Leo. I like this person's energy a lot. Leo gives them the confidence and the present to be present in the moment, while Pisces and Neptune is like their full surrender to feminine energy, their full surrender to the unknown. This person likes to explore, like, this person is really all about desire. Whatever feels good, they're into. Like, this person likes to get massages. They like physical touch. They like stimuli. They like movies. They like lights. This person likes to see the Christmas lights. This person likes to go to museums. I'm seeing like the Van Gogh exhibit, where it's like there's basically an all white room or a room full of projectors, and they project Van Gogh's art, and it's a Van Gogh exhibit. You can look it up, but I'm seeing that it's like that type of thing this person is into. Or there's one in Japan, I forget what it's called though, but it's one of those, they're popping up a lot of places, but it's one of those type of museums that you go into the room and it reacts to, it's like interactive art. So as you step on the ground, it like makes splashes and things like that. This person's into that. They love to be stimulated. They're very artsy. They love to think and ponder. They can be very philosophical, but very in their own head. This person feels mature. I'm really liking their energy. And interesting, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. They're not very controlling at all. They've learned not to control. Control doesn't feel good to them. It feels like, wow. We have the Page of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. So in terms of lessons, this person has learned about self-sabotage and impulse control with the Page of Wands in reverse. They've learned not to succumb to their own passion and desires. And also Page of Swords in reverse is kind of like the action they take, or and the words that they say. They've learned to be generous with their words, so they will explain to you if you don't understand something. They're patient. They like to conversate, and they're thoughtful about the words that they use. So if you specifically need someone who talks to you nice, okay, that speaks to you with compassion and love and patience and understanding, this is definitely that person that you'll be meeting in this time frame. This is who I see you naturally coming into union with, coming together with. But this is definitely the kind of person you'd have to be in alignment to achieve. And I feel like that's why there was so much focus on alignment in the beginning of your spread, because this person is like, they follow their own higher self. They follow their own desire. Like, Neptune is the planet of the unconscious and the subconscious. So this person can be spontaneous. Like, for an example, they could be called to go to the beach, and they go to the beach, and that's how you meet them, you know? Whereas if you had tried to think logically, okay, if I want to meet someone romantically, let me go to this bar happy hour, or let me do this, you know what I mean? You wouldn't find them, because these are two different brain waves you guys are on. You're using left brain logically. Where would I be most likely to meet a match? Instead of, okay, where do I feel called today? And there's a whole underlying message here in your spread group one of vulnerability and trusting the universe and trusting that you will get there. And Spirit is like, it's up to you whether or not you get there, but the action that you take has to be inspired, and you have to be patient, and it's up to you whether or not you get this. This eerily doesn't feel like a guarantee, but at the same time, I do feel like you'll end up meeting this person, like, no matter what. I feel like perhaps it's the romantic element. So you can meet this person. So say they work at a coffee shop. You can end up meeting them at a coffee shop, but not under a circumstance where you guys could easily romantically connect. Or if the timeline is different, you could meet them after they've met someone else. Like, it kind of feels like you'll meet this person regardless, because they're going to have a big impact on your life. And when you're in their presence, they will show you through their essence, like, so much. I feel like you'll learn from this person and get up upgrades and downloads from this person just by being in their presence. But it does feel like it feels like a fated meeting, but it's not guaranteed to be romantic unless you surrender. And also, even being in this relationship, there would have to be surrender. We have the Three of Swords. So this person doesn't hide their pain. They don't, I won't say they don't hide it, but they don't shy away from their pain. They don't shy away from their true emotion. Wow, we got the Ten of Cups. So Spirit coming through with the confirmation, like there absolutely can be union here. For those of you who are starting to doubt it, there can be union, there should be union here. And that's the purpose that this person is supposed to be put into your life for. It's so funny when cards come out sideways. Oh my God. And it's the Star card and the Judgment card. And that's the thing, you know, with the Judgment card, you have to follow the call. I've read the book. I love this Mermaid Tarot. It's always the tarot deck that I recommend to people. It's just really sweet and also very detailed and colorful. The book is, so I always recommend it for people who want to learn tarot, the Mermaid Tarot. I have the box. It's this one. I can feel someone being like, who is it by? By Julie Dillon, the Mermaid Tarot. But I've read the book for the Judgment card because it's so in depth. I just love this book. And I'm dropping things now. Look at this book. Isn't it gorgeous? The Moon. The Judgment is like at the end. The Judgment card specifically in this deck is an opportunity to be set free. So here's like the enlarged picture. And Judgment, this mermaid right here represents the divine, and he's calling out with the seashell. And you see all these people in here. You can see this person right here. They look oppressed, you know, and they're in bubbles. And the Judgment is an opportunity to be set free. So as he blows the horn, there's certain people that are coming out of their bubbles. She's halfway out of her bubble. She's listening to the call. She's hearing the call. And then there's people like this person who's, you know, just stuck in the bubble and trapped in their own bubble, their own head, their limitation. But the Judgment card is an opportunity, but it's exactly that. It's an opportunity. You have to choose to set yourself free. So I just love the Judgment card in this deck. But we have the Judgment card and the Star card, two cards of them specifically blowing these horns. It's like opportunity to have all your wishes fulfilled, you know, to really be fulfilled and have your desires fulfilled. But you have to choose to answer that call. When your higher self nudges at you, you have to choose to answer it. And that's why it's good to, you know, take social media breaks frequently and to spend less time on social media, because it's like, okay, first you have the humans, and as a child, what way do you learn? You learn through learned behavior. You don't learn, like, children don't learn how to speak the language by being sat down and taught it. They learn by observing. So you're seeing humans act out, you know, a scene. So say it's like a Downy ad and they want you to buy their laundry detergent. You have this girl, she's got the dirty shirt, she cleans it, it smells wonderful, she's smelling it. You know, you got the learned behavior, the visual. So that's already pulling you in. Then you have the music, which music makes everyone, like, music holds frequency. It's literally frequencies and vibrations. So they're opening your heart chakra. You don't even know it through the music that they're playing. So you can receive and react a certain way to what they're showing you. And then on top of that, you got like shiny lights and visuals and everything. That's everywhere. That is going to pull you in 30 seconds. Whereas that intuition is so much quieter because we're so overstimulated that like everything is always coming at us. We can't hear our intuition. It's hard. So you really want to take a break, because at every angle, everything outside of you is trying to program you. And if you want true happiness for you, it does take discipline, and it can be hard, but it's so worth it. What you have here is a call. You know, your higher self, spirit, God, the divine, whoever, whatever is calling you, signs, signals, omens. You could be seeing angel numbers, omens, dreams, all sorts of stuff. There's an opportunity here, but it's not a guarantee. And I do feel like, I just feel it, like you'll end up meeting this person regardless, especially with that mercurial energy. You're meant to meet. They're going to impact you in a big way, but it's like they'll either be a part of your family, you guys will build a 10 of cups, or they'll be like a really good friend, someone who you learn a lot from, but you'll, you know, continue your journey of finding love. So let me get some advice from Spirit. Spirit, what advice can you give me for group 1? We have the White Raven Spirit, number 66. It says, trust in the magic. The Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. And then the Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. So time for beginner mind is about being open and receptive and allowing yourself to be led. The Bobcat Spirit says life is a mystery, surrendering to the mystery instead of trying to make logical sense of everything, because only honoring your logical mind is what they use to keep you stuck. You know, have you noticed that in like all social media's comments? It's like someone's always got something to say. It could be a funny, I watched a video the other day and it was like this girl putting heavy cream on it's a trend right now, on cinnamon rolls. And someone in the comments was like, it ain't healthy though. No shit. No shit. Duh. Congratulations. You can rub 2 brain cells together and come up with the most common sense comment. I'm sorry. It's just so annoying. So, you know, that's how they keep us controlled. Everyone wants to be factual. Everyone wants to have something to say, and no one wants to listen and receive. Or keep moving. Everyone's got something to say. They always want to be right, or they always want, you know, the attention. And life is a mystery. Don't get stuck because you're following that logical reasoning that just makes you look like an asshat. And then we have the White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic is what that one says at the bottom of the card. So you can absolutely have this. And yeah, we got the Deer Spirit at the bottom of the deck, bring a gentle touch. I really do feel like your message is more about surrender, because I don't feel like any action you take is gonna even feel tedious. Because it's straight up from Spirit and your higher self, it'll be easy for you. But that's what I got for you guys. You know, an opportunity, a big opportunity to really be happy. And yeah, my Etsy is below if you want a private tarot reading, and that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the citrine crystal point, this is your reading. Tapping in to see how quick will love come in for you and who it is, what they're like. And that is our topic today. So let's actually start with the time frame today. Spirit, this is for group 2 with the citrine crystal point. How soon is love coming in for group 2? Ooh, we got a stack right away. This is cool. We got winter, okay? Ow. So Spirit is saying this can come in sooner rather than later. We also got December. We got time is on your side. We got October, okay? We got a lot of really good cards letting us know that love can come in exceptionally soon for you. October is just next month. Not very long at all from now. Time is on your side. Well, depending on when you're watching this, but then we got time is on your side, winter in December. So it's looking like you guys have been doing the work now. And then we got Wednesday that came up. So this could come through on a Wednesday. So I love it. Spirit's being really specific with your pile, letting you know like love can come in very soon. The date. Now this is the little wrench in the plans, okay? We got Gemini season, which is May 21st to June 20th. So I would not at all be surprised. I'm gonna look and see if there's gonna be some sort of temptation, but that's what I intuitively felt right away, that some of you are going to get sidetracked by someone coming and trying to distract you. Even at the bottom of the deck, we got very soon. So for you guys, group 2, love is gonna come in definitely sooner rather than later. But I am picking up on, it feels like Spirit already has someone planned for you, but there may be someone that comes through and gets in your way and causes you to take longer to meet this person. Like, this feels like a very specific energy, already picked out, already in alignment. This could be like an event that you have planned a couple months from now that you already know you're going to go to, or something that comes up like a holiday party or something, you know, that's already kind of set in stone. Even if you haven't agreed to the plans, or you're not aware of the plans already, the path is already there. And Gemini season is just totally left field. Like, unless you're a Gemini or have a Gemini Venus in your big three, I don't feel like that's going to be an omen or a confirmation for you, like, oh, this is your pile. I feel like that's like something there. So let me just see, Spirit, for group 2 with the citrine, is there anything in the way of them being able to connect with this person? What else do they need to know regarding time for group 2? We have peaceful resolution. What does that sound like? Doesn't that literally sound like you getting closure with someone? Peaceful resolution. This sounds like a hitch in the plans that can be resolved rather easily, as long as you don't get caught up in, you know, whatever it is that they say. Or yeah, we have compromise, unlikely, and let go. We also have ask for help from others. So this is really kind of feeling like Spirit is saying this person is trying to get you to, they're trying to convince you that they are going to compromise, or they're going to give you more of what it is that you want or need in a relationship. And Spirit is saying that's unlikely to actually happen. You're really going to want to let go of this person. Also, if you're manifesting an SP, that may not be able to happen in this lifetime, especially if that person has like any sort of fame and notoriety. It can be very hard to get to people. And also, you know, if you don't actually know that person in person, you know, it's just not a good thing to do, because your bubble is going to get bursted so hard if you meet that person and realize like you are nothing like them, or they are not who they presented themselves to be online. Nothing like, you know, what you thought. It could just be a bad situation. So I'm getting a little bit of an energy that some of you, Spirit is kind of calling you to open up your heart to someone that you're compatible with, and someone who you actually have the ability to have something with. And then we have ask for help from others. So with this one, I get that Spirit is kind of telling you to connect with your friends, your guides, for strength and for accountability. Like, if you have a, you know, meeting coming up with your ex, set your intention for closure, and then let your friends know what's going on so that they can hold you accountable, especially if they're like, you know, people that don't like this ex or whoever this is. That way they can keep you like accountable. They can keep you from getting back together with that person, or doing something that's going to get you off track. You know, they can keep you from undoing your progress. Spirit, can you clarify this energy? What's going on here for group 2? We have milk and honey and truth be told. So a connection coming in where it's like high level of compatibility, real compatibility as well. I think that person was really good at desire. We also have message in a bottle talking about communication coming in really slow, and never ending story. The card was flipped like this, and then I pulled it out. And never ending story was on top. So it is looking like there's someone in the past coming up that you have a never-ending story with. This could be a karmic, a twin flame, a soulmate. It doesn't matter who it is, but it looks like someone who you're unlikely to actually be able to build a connection with. And message in a bottle, like I said, talks about communication taking a long time to come in, finally arriving. So I am seeing that this is a blast from the past that's going to be trying to talk to you, connect with you. All the while, there's a connection that is naturally manifesting. It kind of feels like a surprise or a blessing from Spirit. There's a connection here of milk and honey, truth be told, you know, someone you're actually compatible with. Oh, and that's what the truth be told card was telling me before. It's like the person that you're stuck on now, or you've been trying to manifest, or this person of the past brought out desire from you. They made you desire them, either by playing hot and cold, psychological games, or you're just attracted to them. Regardless of the reason, you're going to see the truth of what true love feels like through this new connection, because that old connection, it made you feel that desire in your soul and your spirit, but it wasn't love. Like, spirit is kind of showing you what love really is through this new connection that spirit wants you to lean into. So spirit, show me specifically the energy of the new person. Show me that person you have for them. What are they like? It's absolutely someone new. I can tell you that. We got Capricorn, someone who's a hard worker, someone who values stability, foundation, someone who says what they mean and mean what they say. I know some of you guys want me to keep these, but they really did all just fall out with the Earth card. So if it's meant to be, it'll come back out. But we have earth energy, which Capricorn is a earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Show me this person, spirit. All right. So someone with a connection to the earth. Ooh, someone who's been to the underworld as well with this Scorpio energy. Scorpio ruled by Pluto, the planet of the underworld, the planet of beginning and endings. So this is someone who's lived many lives. Someone who's very mature. Someone who's emotionally intelligent. Someone who's gone through a dark night of the soul and actually come out on the other end. You know, a lot of people get trapped in the darkness and they never come back. Best case scenario, you know, someone can help you, like your guides, or you meet someone who can help you, but really, no one can make you feel okay about the things that you've been through, but you have to decide to let it go or process it, or, you know, come to peace with it. So a lot of people, you know, we see and we want to help them if we've been through a dark night of the soul, but the person that you dealt with before feels like someone who's lost, or someone who actually likes the toxicity or the fun, someone who won't choose to let you go, which is why you'll have to choose to let them go and go in with the intention to get closure yourself so you can have that. We have Leo and Pisces, so they also have a good amount of confidence, a strong sense of self, a big heart. Pisces, they like to have fun. They like to, see, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, so it's kind of hard to explain a Pisces. I feel like every Pisces is different. But someone who's lived a lot of life, and someone who has many different forms, someone who's a shapeshifter in a way, who can be fun, who can be serious, who can work hard, who can relax, like someone who's kind of comfortable or able to move in every situation and every place. Spirit, show me for group 2. What else is going on here? We have the Empress in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Sun in reverse, the Fool in reverse at the bottom of the deck. There's an energy here of you kind of self-sabotaging, you know, not choosing what's best for you, not following that higher path. The Sun in reverse, you know, you've ended up, you know, honestly now this kind of feels, because I'm picking up on someone who is a feminine, who like has like 2 to 3 kids. I'm picking up on a feminine who has 2 to 3 kids, and now you feel like you're not desirable because of the decisions that you've made. But there is an opportunity here for you to still receive love, but it is going to take some discipline. It's going to take you building something completely new, and it's just a choice that has to be made. But I feel like this person will make it easy to make that choice, to choose. See, because like this person, they feel a little boring. They feel a little boring. Like adventure isn't their strong suit. They do have Leo, which kind of saves them. But Capricorn is about work. Earth sign is very grounded energy. Scorpio is a little dark and mysterious in their head, and so is Pisces. Pisces is the subconscious, the unconscious. The only like extroverted sign we have here, well, Capricorn's extroverted, I would say, but is Leo. So this person, you know, they're not going to give you those extremes that your past person may have, you know, given you. Like you may have had a really good day with them and then a really bad day, and the height of the good day kept you held over for weeks, months, trying to just have another good day again where you could feel that high, and then you finally got one with them, a reunion, and it was high, and then it was just low again for months. And it's like, you know, the body naturally forms habits. Like if you ever have a good day, you're naturally gonna want to do it again. Like if you go to the beach, you're much more likely to go to the beach within the next 3 months, because your body naturally forms habits and like holds on to good experiences. You go to a bar, you have an amazing night. So first time you went there, you're going to associate that bar with goodness. You're going to be like, oh, that bar, I love that bar. When really they could have crappy service or whatever, and you just had a good night there. So there definitely is a very strong attachment to this past pattern of high highs and low lows, and also to just like this person in general. I would definitely recommend doing a cord cutting ritual. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse and the 3 of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying you can, you know, put the past behind for good and walk with me, but you are going to have to walk with me. And everything isn't always going to make sense, and I'm not going to stop and slow down and explain everything to you either. You know, you can't micromanage Spirit. You can't micromanage the universe. Just like you can't micromanage a business partner. You have to make the decision that you're going to trust this person and move forward with this person, and really make sure that they have the ability to provide you what you need before you get into it. Because, you know, no business partner wants to be micromanaged, and of course you can't do that to the higher power either. So you just have to make that decision. You know what? I'm going to choose to go up. I'm going to choose to move forward with my life. I'm going to choose to leave all of this behind. Ace of Swords, you know, it's a decision, like a solid decision. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So there's definitely a history here, a history of this energy personifying through different people. Perhaps it's a generational curse you're breaking as well. And it's almost like this spirit or energy is hopped through person after person after person, and it's just like a look in their eye. You can tell that they are attached to that spirit or that energy or affected by it. There's an opportunity to break the pattern, or if this is just like one specific karmic that's really had a hold on you, there is really an opportunity to move forward, and Spirit is saying sooner rather than later. And this feels like you kind of being just snatched away and protected and provided for. 10 of Wands in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, but you know, you're gonna have to be the one who's disciplined, because this person, they don't act off of impulse, and they're really rooted in their earth energy and also their scorpionic energy. The thing about Scorpios, people who have strong scorpionic placements, they understand their darkness. So they understand like impulse. Usually people with like Scorpio rising, Scorpio Venus, they learn a lot of their lessons in love early in life. I'm talking like starting at like 14, 15, 16. They start learning these really harsh lessons or having these really messed up things happen to them in love. And it teaches them not to act off of impulse. And then they have to go through this whole dark night of soul, or forgiving themselves, or being naive, for not knowing, really, you know, reparenting themselves and things like that. And this person, they're so emotionally mature. They're not going to give you those highs or lows. This person will be consistent. They're going to pick you up when they say you're going to pick you up, be there for you when they say they are. They're going to consistently, you know, check on you, but it won't be obsessive, like every single morning a good morning text, or every single day you're getting a phone call. This person is sweating you, making you feel in love with them before you even get to know them. This person is really going to take their time. They're not going to, you know, try to control you or pigeonhole you or give you those highs. When you spend time with them, it will be good, but it's not going to be like, you know, a toxic kind of good where it's like, I'm giving you things without even knowing whether or not you're, you know, significant to me. And everybody wants those high highs, but in reality, like, if someone wants to marry you on the first date, there's always an exception to the rule, but many people are not dealing with that exception. They're just not controlling themselves. They're not disciplined. Not everybody's meeting the love of their life. But what about the people who meet? Okay, but that's not you. So why are we talking about them? Because that's not you, you know? Spirit, what can you tell me for group 2? What advice? We have the blue moon, believe in the impossible. And that's what I was saying. I feel like that's why Spirit gave me that specific person to like really give them faith. Like, yes, even you, 3 kids in, you feel like, you know, you have baggage, but you still deserve love and you will still receive love. And yes, even you, regardless of your circumstance, regardless of how you feel about it, believe in the impossible. This is a once in a blue moon type of opportunity, and it's coming in hot. So do your best to align with it now and also make the decision. You know, if you feel like, oh, I'm a little overweight or this or that, clean yourself up. You know, you still got time. Start to, you know, make an effort today. Find you a little easy meal plan online. You can find it for free. You can find them on YouTube. Week-long healthy meal plan plus shopping list. You can literally find that on YouTube. You can make you a little shopping list. You can do it. Or, you know, if this is more some shadow work you have to do that shadow work. Work on yourself. Talk about what's bothering you or what you need to release and release it. Do that cord cutting ritual. Energetically let go of this person and also make the decision you're going to let them go. I'm going to let them go so that if they come back around or something gets in the way, whatever karmic situation, this never-ending story, decide what you're going to do with this before this even comes in. And also, do the cord cutting ritual and the work that you can on your end. Just make that decision. Like, I'm not going to say yes to this. I'm going to open myself up to the new. And just allow it to come in. Because one thing I did not get is there's a bunch of work for you guys to do. We have the balsamic moon, a time for healing. So I'm not getting an energy with this group where it's like, oh, Spirit is in anything that Spirit is telling you to do, you'll know what that is in your soul, in your spirit. You'll likely have been called to do it for a while now. But with you guys, I don't get that this is conditional. It really kind of feels like, you know, it's an opportunity and you really want to rise to the occasion so you don't self-sabotage it. Because this is also not a person who's going to be with the high highs and low lows. So if you try to hit them with the high low lows, oh, I want to talk to you, oh, I don't want to talk to you, I'm flip-flopping, they gonna go about their business as well, you know. And that's what I got for you guys, group 2. My Etsy is below if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that was your message today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 3 with the clear quartz crystal point using the steampunk tarot for you guys today, this is your reading, tapping in to see when, how quick is love coming in for you, and also who is it, what are they like. So let's get started. We're going to start right into the timeline. Spirit, when is love coming in for group 3? With the clear quartz. When is love coming in for group 3? When is love coming in? Getting a lot of numbers for you guys. Thought there was one more that flipped over. All right, so for numbers, we got number 20, we got number 11, and we got number 8. 8 could represent August, 11 could represent November, and we also got November that did come out. So November could be a sweet spot for you guys. We also got the Speedy card that came out. So Spirit is kind of saying this can come in sooner than later, 100%. There's a possibility that you won't have to wait very long for this at all. However, We do have this ominous card. It depends on your actions. So I'm definitely going to look into that and see what's going on, because we got May that came out as well. Now this could be confirmation if you were born in May, or May could be like, the timeline could be November until May. So like, you know, 6 months period that would be. So we're going to clarify and see what Spirit is saying with this one. But it depends on your actions. It does let me know that you can control whether or not this comes in sooner rather than later. So let me see in what way. Spirit, clarify the timeline for me for group 3. Interesting. You guys, just take a moment and be honest with yourself. Has an issue with forgiveness been holding you back? Has it caused you to self-sabotage potentials? Which is good that those potentials came through, because at least, you know, it wasn't someone significant, or at least not that I can see. But be honest with yourself. Like, has a forgiveness issue, whether it's forgiving your parents, whether it's forgiving a past partner, whether it's forgiving a specific person, society, whomever, has forgiveness kept you from being able to move forward in love? And be honest about that, because we have forgiveness, abundance, and then big happy changes. So there's kind of like an energy of Spirit saying, once you can forgive or release this person, the past, your parents, whoever this is, whatever this is, you'll be able to move forward. And it just kind of feels like conditional in a way, especially with it depends on your actions. That's conditional 1000%. Like, if Spirit is coming through and saying it depends on your actions, that's as clear as day. So I feel like some final releasing or forgiveness is essential and affecting your timeline. Spirit, can you give me some more information on this for group 3? What's going on here? Can you show me more detailed what this is? Okay. We have not for you. There may be someone that you're hanging on to that was never supposed to be the person. Ooh, and this is eerie because it's number 6. You know, right now we're actually in a 6th year. This is a Venusian year. 6th year, 2022 breaks down to a 6. And a lot of people were so geeked at the top of the year, like, oh my God, we're all gonna get into relationships, yes. And 2022 has been so ghetto in relationships. Like, I've just seen so many people get exposed, and so many relationships people have entered into like really quickly that have gone up in flames, like on a public level. What is with the public? I'm not with that. That's messed up. Like, you can let me learn my lessons in peace, child. And it's just been so publicized and like in everyone's face, and it's just like, man, that adds a whole nother level of darkness to the situation. But there is someone that you're holding on to that you need to forgive. They're not for you, and maybe that person told you right away that they didn't like you like that, and you continued to pursue them, so they did start to do some hurtful things. Like, maybe they were harsh or rude or downright hurtful, and it's because they felt, you know, trapped by you. You wouldn't listen to them, or you didn't look at their actions and say, okay, this person is not doing anything to keep me, so they don't, you know, want me here. Or this could be forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of what your father did to your mom, or your mom did to your father, so that you can open yourself up to having your own relationship and making it your own and creating your own history and family. Whatever this is for you, there's some sort of forgiveness that needs to happen. It could just be forgiveness of your younger self. You know, you didn't know. You got to forgive yourself for the things that you didn't know. But we have soulmates and the fates. Spirit, soulmates and the fates. Are these two different energies? King of Swords in reverse. One of these you haven't met. 2 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse. So one of these is a past energy. It's probably the soulmates card, if I had to say. And the fates, seems like, see, the fates is like a different kind of energy. The fates is like divinely guided. Spirit led you to this person. Soulmates are, you know, people put into your life to help you grow and expand, but also have that romantic relationship with. It's kind of like a sweetener for a spirit to get us to learn certain lessons, to be honest. But 6 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, this is definitely someone of the past, and the 2 of Cups is soulmate energy. So it's like replacing this soulmate with a fated love connection, and having to be open and optimistic towards it, which is interesting that we have the Page of Swords upright and the King of Swords in reverse, because you may have thought that this person was like the fated connection that you had been waiting for, or the person that you were going to be with forever. So there's also this distrust in the universe, feeling like you were kind of bamboozled before a little there. I would say this is going to come in sooner rather than later, though. I mean, we got so many cards giving us a timeline that is so much sooner rather than later. And I feel like big happy changes will be the ripple effect of you deciding in your subconscious or in your heart to let certain things go. We have the Observer and Poised. So Spirit is telling you to observe your emotions, but to remain above them, disconnected from them to a degree. Observe how you feel, make the connections. Why do you feel this way? Do the shadow work to work on that, to heal yourself, to move past it. But taking the higher road and being poised is best case scenario for you, because so many people end up self-sabotaging their own selves and their own pattern, trying to get karma for someone else, trying to make sure someone else gets their karma. And it's like you done kept yourself from so many things, business opportunities, new friends, real connections, real love, trying to focus on this other person. So we have the situation will improve and don't stop. So Spirit is really telling you keep going, keep working, keep hustling, keep focusing on the future that you want, keep moving, don't stop. Don't stop for someone of the past. Don't stop doing the shadow work. Keep going. And also, if anyone comes into your life, group 3 from the past, I would say be very weary of those connections. We got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower in reverse. So there's also an energy of someone trying to avoid karma. This could be you holding the relationship together and being frustrated about that instead of letting go. This could also be someone returning back to your life because they're trying to avoid some sort of karma or have a group around them. It really kind of like, it's that right brain intuitive thing. Like you can just feel, you ever got a bad feeling in your stomach before you went out and had a bad night? It's just like that intuition. People can feel when karma is coming to collect, and they'll start, oh, you know what, let me reach out to this person. I haven't spoke to them in a while, or I didn't do right by this person in high school. Let me reach out. Hey, I see how you're doing. Congratulations. Weaseling their way into your life, trying to really just balance the scale of karma and avoid some karma, but ends up latching onto you because what are you? You are successful. And that's why they're reaching out in the first place. And you're thinking, oh, wow, I finally get the validation, people recognizing me, when really, there's so much going on underneath the surface that you don't even know. You're opening up like the biggest can of worms. I really feel like staying to yourself is best for you guys to do. Group 3. Not allowing anyone to come in with pipe dreams, you know, of friendship and love. When it's real, you'll feel it in your heart and your soul and your spirit. It'll be so encompassing. It'll be so strong. You really feel like, wow, this is someone that I'm meant to connect with at this time. And when it's not, it'll feel like you'll get that, like that feeling of curiosity and desire, like, ooh, this is interesting. What is this all about? But listen, curiosity kills the cat, okay? Don't let your desire to figure out what something is, you know, land you in a trap. So we got the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. I do see new beginnings and money as well. I feel like you'll end up getting a new job, and that could lead you to this new love connection as well. The Sun and the Page of Pentacles is a huge win and a new beginning. Specifically, I'm feeling like in money and wealth. So be wary of that. Underlying energy, we got the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there is like something dying out for something else to be reborn. We got the Star. Wow. The Sun and the Star. The Sun and the Star together. The Star is like wish fulfillment, dreams come true, magic, the intuitive being fulfilled internally. The Sun is that external fulfillment of success, money, maybe even some fame, being taken care of and provided for by the universe. And at the bottom of the deck, another like card, the Strength card in reverse, another card of like the underlying energy keeps showing up as like heavy. So there's an energy of you guys being tired out, but I also feel like the storm is missing you in some way. Group 3, there's definitely a storm in the collective and it's missing you. And somehow, Chariot card, you're moving forward. 7 of Swords in reverse. You really do have to be conscious of your actions, your decisions, and get out of your own way. The 7 of Swords can be a card of self-sabotage and feeling like you're doing the right thing, but really it's, you know, getting you totally off track. It's self-sabotage. It could be selfishness sometimes as well. And if you forgive this person, a lot of people think like if I acknowledge something or if I let something go, then that means I'm telling spirit like that person no longer needs to, you know, get their karma, or, you know, I'm doing it for them. They get to benefit from it. And it's literally, so what? It's just, it is what it is. People, you know, they're trust, they're going to get theirs. But just because you choose to let it go doesn't mean that, okay, so it's all good, they're never going to get karma or whatever. Just because you let it go and decide to heal from it and move forward with your life with that Chariot does not mean that they won't have to answer to what it is that they've done. But as far as love coming in for you, I do see that coming in rather soon. Forgiveness is a huge part of it, so this could take as long as May, but I really don't feel like it will. I'm feeling 3 months is the sweet spot. So 3 months from when you're watching this, that's when I feel like you'll really be at a high point, a tipping point where you actually let it go. You can make the decision to let it go today, but it can still come up. You know, that's happened to me plenty of times where I made the decision, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna let this go, and I still get angry about it or still think about it time later. The body will naturally process it out. Okay, I actually forgot to even pull who this is, so let's get into that. Spirit, who is this person coming through? With all that being said, show me the energy of the new person coming through. We got Earth, we got Air. Earth would be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Air would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the air element and the earth element together, which is kind of like representing the feminine. You know, you can't see air, but you know it's there. You can feel it. It can only be felt. And then you have the earth element. And then we actually got Virgo, that did come out. And then we got Jupiter, the planet of home, the planet of expansion, the planet of wealth. I was feeling a lot of that wealth energy with you guys. So this really feels like someone you'll marry, someone who you can get married to. Virgo, the mother, someone who's detail oriented, someone who's very forgiving in their nature, someone who's more passive, and tapping into their, you know, aggressive masculine energy, get it done energy when they need to. Someone who's both, someone who's feminine and masculine. So someone very balanced here for you. And then we have earth energy, someone who's stable and grounded and kind of wants to build a life. This definitely feels like grown man energy, grown woman energy, like adult energy, fully developed, someone who's really sure of themselves, someone who knows themselves, someone who's dependable, knows what they want, Sagittarius, a little bit of an adventurer. Sagittarians tend to be very philosophical. They like to debate. They like to, you know, kind of learn new things, taste new food, experience different cultures, different kinds of people. Someone who can kind of stand in any environment. And then we got a lot of air sign energy as well. We got Libra and Gemini that showed up. So that's so funny how Sagittarius came up. We got Libra, we got Gemini, some air sign energy. I'm pretty sure, I feel like Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. I don't remember though. But Libra, this person is about fairness. They have the intellect, someone who's philosophical. They can debate with you. They can talk with you. They can help you come up with new ideas, brainstorming. This person feels very intelligent. This person feels very strong and determined. Really a family man. I keep hearing like the man, like the masculine aspect coming through super strong here. So you guys may be the group that's looking mostly for masculines. We got the parrot and the wolf spirit. The parrot spirit says, watch your words. Wolf spirit says, turn knowledge into wisdom. So it may be your own affirmations that are holding you back. You know, your vocal cords vibrate every time you speak, meaning you're sending out a literal vibration that will be returned back to you just like any other vibration. And you want to be mindful of the things you say to yourself, to other people, to the universe. Even when you feel like no one is listening, the universe can hear you, the universe can feel you. And you don't want to program the dark matter around you to bring you something that you don't actually want just because you're saying it because, you know, you're in your bag or you feel away. Try to really be conscious of the words you use and what you say to yourself and other people. Don't allow anyone to think that they have a chance with you when they absolutely don't, or when you want to make the decision to really leave them behind. Don't allow anyone to feel like you're still open. Don't leave that door open. Close the door. And then turn knowledge into wisdom. You've learned a lot, so now it's time to start applying it and like practice what you preach or living that out. So doing your best to take the knowledge that you know about crystals, about manifestation, about, you know, the material you've read in different books and actually apply it in a physical way. We got the coyote spirit. It says trust in divine detours. So I do feel like something may come up with this person of the past. They may come back physically, or you may be, you know, taking a detour and really kind of doubting yourself. But Spirit wants you to know that this detour is the way to go right now. Spirit wouldn't take you on a detour unless there was something dangerous on the path ahead or something else that you needed in order to have a long-lasting future. We got the otter spirit. You're surrounded by angels right now. You're surrounded by spirit, matter, the entire universe. And then we have the pig spirit. It says use your mind wisely at the bottom of this one. So another card talking about like your mind, your voice. Use your mind wisely, your words wisely. Make sure you're not programming the energy around you to bring to you a life that you don't want. Make sure you're consciously living in the moment, doing what you can today. Can't change the past. We can heal from it, but we can't change it. And be open. But I get a quick energy with you guys. You shouldn't have to wait very long. That was your message. My Etsy is in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading, and that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the obsidian crystal point, this is your reading. Using the Arcanum Tarot for you today to see how quick will love come in for you. Who is it coming from? What are they like? So let's get into it, Spirit. This is for group 4. We're going to start with the timeline here. How soon is love coming in for group 4, Spirit? So we got 15. This could happen on the 15th of the month. This could happen 15 days from now. You could be born on the 15th. That could be a sign for you. A lot of numbers coming out for you guys. We got number 15, we got 12, and we have 5. You may be seeing like a lot of 12, 12 or 2, 1, 2, combinations of 1, 5s, 2s, 5, 12, something like that. But we got number 12, we got number 15, and we got number 5. So this could be confirmation that this is your pile if you're born on any of these days, if you're born in May or December. And also this could represent the 5th month, the 12th month, May or December. And then we got the 15, so that would be like the 15th of the month. But we also got in the near future that came out for you guys. So tapping in, it doesn't look like you guys will have to wait very long for love. But let's get some more cards. Spirit, show me the timeline for group 4. What is the timeline for group 4? Speedy. Wow, I love this. You guys are getting a lot of really quick cards. We got the 13th, and then we have in the distant future. Okay, I'm going to get some clarity on that. A lot of numbers, though, that came out for you guys. You guys got the most numbers today. And then we have speedy and in the distant future. So this is like 2 different conflicting energies. In the near future and the distant future. It can happen sooner, it can happen later. I gotta be honest, I got a lot of that today of Spirit being like, okay, if you go this route, it's gonna take longer. If you go that route, it can come in sooner. So I've been clarifying pretty much with every pile. Spirit, for group 4, are there conditions? What are the conditions, or what does group 4 need to know about the time? We have ask your angels. We have choose a new direction. If you've made a decision recently, Spirit is saying that's the wrong decision for you to make, unless it came from your angels. We have choose a new direction, and then we have there is something better. So some of you guys, it can be later because you're still wrapped up in a relationship. So many people, there's always an exception to the rule. There's always, you know, a situation where Spirit aligns someone with another partner while they're in one, but Spirit isn't going to align you with another person as you're with another person. Spirit isn't going to make someone take on a bunch of drama just to give you a free pass out of a situation. So it's always just like the best practice to get out of a relationship if you're looking for a new one. But we do have there's something better. So some of you guys are in a relationship or in a situationship, tied up with someone right now, but still curious about what else there could be outside of this for you. And Spirit is saying there is something better, but you would want to choose a new direction in order to obtain it, in order to experience it. So ask your angels for strength, ask your angels for a sign, clarity, a yes, a no. Should I leave? Yes or no, Spirit, you know, send me that. Ask your angels for like a clear answer. Uh-oh. Not the yes card popping out with the exclamation point. I was like, should I leave? Yes or no? Spirit says yes, exclamation point. And it's funny because there's 2 yes cards in this deck, and one of them has an exclamation point and one of them is just regular, and we got the one that has the exclamation point. So that's just funny. Spirit, anything else that they need to know about time for group 1? Group 4. I'm always messing up the numbers, is retrograde. We have a change in the wind. We have here and now and no place like home. So here and now and a change in the wind. Spirit's saying focus on the now. Don't allow the future or the past to determine your decision. So if you've spent a lot of time with this person and you've built up to where you are now, invested a lot in here, don't allow the past to control what you decide now in the moment. Go off of what you feel now in the moment. And also don't bank on a person's potential. Oh, they'll change or they'll grow, they'll evolve, because there's just no guarantee that that growth or evolution will be something that you'll get to experience or be for you. So we have here and now. Something about the present moment is directly affecting the change in the wind, what happens in the future. And then we have no place like home. So you may need to be spending some time at home alone. Don't allow this person to convince you either. Make this decision on your own and present to them what's on your heart. And that's the reality, you know. That's just the reality. Like, people can choose, you know what, I don't want to be with you anymore. So yes, this could possibly hurt them, but you know, you have to honor what is on your heart. And if you're not feeling it anymore, it doesn't do any of you, you know, either of you justice to allow the other person to convince you when you already know in your heart, this isn't where I want to be, or this isn't it for me. This doesn't resonate. And also I feel like that's a little bit of hope for the future, that you will be in a relationship with someone who really kind of makes you feel at home, makes you feel safe, makes you feel comfortable. This is number 50, and this is card number 12 too. So still that repeating 5 and 12 energy, 12 energy. We have the Observer and Fork in the Road. Keep getting cards like that. Here and now, fork in the road, that there's a decision that has to be made that will determine what you will experience in the future. We have the Observer card, and this just gives me an energy that Spirit is watching. So the decisions you make, and I heard 3, over the next 3 months, over the next 3 weeks, over the next 3 days will determine like the next 3 years, the next phase of life for you. There's definitely an energy of these being very important moments for you. Spirit, can you show me the energy of the other person? What are they like? Not the person of the past, but the person you have planned for them in the future. Wow, we got Pluto and we got Venus. This person is fun, first of all. The energy that I get with this person, they're very spontaneous and they forgive quickly and easily, I'm getting here. They do have a darkness to them though. You know, there's a darkness with that Pluto energy, the ice planet, the furthest planet, the rejected planet. You know, they tried to say Pluto isn't a part of our solar system. So there's definitely something going on with Pluto, a very interesting dynamic about Pluto and how, why don't they want us to acknowledge Plutonian energy anymore? You know, why are they trying to shield this energy, get us to forget about this so that it can move in ways and affect us that we're not even noticing or detecting because we're not factoring it in anymore? Astrology still acknowledges Pluto, of course, but science doesn't, in a weird way. We also got Uranus. Uranus is the great awakener. I feel like this person is really activating. We have Venus, so this person is all about pleasure. When it comes to physical intimacy, 10 out of 10. You will have amazing physical intimacy with this person. I'm talking physical touch, just being in the presence of this person. Of course, you know, that romantic, deep physical intimacy. The physical connection is actually off the charts between you and this person, and they make it so easy for you to forget the past. They make it so easy for you to fully indulge in this new life. And I think with a person like this, you're really going to want to be disciplined, because they are not disciplined when it comes to pleasure, but also pleasure is very much so just a part of who they are. So they don't put so much weight on, like, for them, they're the kind of person where it's like, the moment is what it was. That was an amazing time we had together, but not something that I need to chase, something that I can be grateful for, grateful to have experienced in that moment, but something that I can release and open up space for better moments, more moments of fun and joy and togetherness with my person. So if you're someone who really clings to physical intimacy, you're going to want to take things slow with this person, because they want to feel you, they want to be by you, they want to be near you, they want to indulge. We have Gemini in the sun, so someone who's emotionally intelligent, someone who has a good amount of masculine energy as well with that sun, someone who's a protector and provider. I really feel a lot of protection and purpose through this person with that sun energy. It's really giving like traditional father type of energy, where They, you know, are the life source, so the plants can grow, and so people can exist because we have the warmth of the sun, and all sorts of other planets they also do for them as well. So this feels like someone who takes care of their parents, someone who will likely take care of their parents in their old age, someone who takes care of their siblings, their friends, someone like, as they move up the ranks, they'll also bring their friends in to get jobs where they are. Someone who is big in their community, who helps other people. I'm getting a strong father archetype with them. And then we also got Leo and Sagittarius. Sagittarius loves to explore, be spontaneous, to experience, and Leos have a big heart. They're about family. Leos are about confidence, power, trust. I feel like this person has strong faith. I would not be surprised either if this person was religious. All right, let's move to the tarot. Spirit, what do we need to know? What does group 4 need to know here? So that is who Spirit is saying this timeline is aligning with. And there is looking like there is a release, a choosing of a new direction in order to obtain this. And this doesn't have to be personified. This doesn't have to be a person either. Maybe you decided that you were going to have like a whole phase and you were just going to do you. Spirit says that's going to cause more harm than good for you. It's not going to make you feel liberated. It's going to make you feel used and further your distrust. There's like this interesting breaking point here, and the interesting thing about it is, for a lot of you, it's a positive thing. It feels liberating. It doesn't feel like you're being impatient or self-sabotaging or going off course. It feels like you're stepping even further into your own individuality, but Spirit is making it clear, like, that's not exactly what's going on here. This is actually an impulse. This is, it feels good to you, and that's why you feel like, you know, this is a positive thing. I made this choice that I'm going to do this or that, and Spirit is like, that is not the best decision for you. Ooh, we got the Lovers and the 7 of Pentacles. That's an energy of building. Yeah, Spirit is like, you're naturally, divinely aligning. Oh, I just love it. I just absolutely adore it. We got the Cupid's arrow at the top or between the Lovers here, representing that higher power and divine guidance. And the 7 of Pentacles. So as you're growing and building, and you know, it's just like an energy of stay the course, stay solid, remain solid at this time. Keep doing what you know you're supposed to be doing, working on your business, working on bettering yourself, surrendering, going where Spirit is telling you to go. Oh wow, we got the Death card, which is Plutonian energy as well. And then we got the Strength card, which we got Leo with the lion on there as well. So a lot of synchronicities in this reading. Yeah, Strength and Death. We got a lot of major arcana coming out for you, and it's really powerful ones. There is something ending here for sure. And again, it doesn't feel super low vibrational. I feel like it's just hard to make this decision, like, I'm actually going to let this go, or I'm actually going to stick, you know, to this path. It feels like I hear a bunch of what ifs, like, well, what if I miss out on this? Or what if? 10 of Wands, a card of completion at the bottom of the deck. And I just feel like your internal dialogue is like, well, what if I miss out on something? Or what if that is the love of my life? And I don't feel like you're missing out on anything by staying the course. And I also feel like everything will be revealed in due time, but you're really going to have to tap into your discipline and your emotional maturity. This card fell in my lap. King of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like you guys have had a run-in with a lot of toxic masculines, and that King of Cups in reverse is kind of eerie. Like, you even dated someone who had money, or someone who a lot of people respected, or a lot of people think is one way, and you know the real them, and it's like really dark and almost like kind of sinister. Like, this person, they were very like emotionally manipulative, or just not at all who everyone thinks they are, and you're just so blown by that. Spirit is saying, don't look for the perfect man. Don't look for the perfect woman, the perfect partner. Look for yourself and allow yourself to be guided. Yeah, because we got the moon here. Something about looking as well has gotten you into trouble, whether that's because you put yourself on dating apps or try to put yourself in position, you know, for like a romantic partner to enter your life. Something about looking and chasing instead of allowing and receiving. 3 of Wands has really been what's got you in this position. And you're at the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a strong position, but the 7 of Pentacles also feels very heavy because it's like, I have so many things that I'm excited about, but that 30%, that those other 3 pentacles, like, it weighs on my spirit. It almost feels like everything in my life is complete besides this one thing. And Spirit is initiating you into trust here. You got to know your ships are coming in with that 3 of Wands. Justice card. You got to know that things will work out in your favor. So there's a lot of discipline being required of you right now and a lot of inner knowing and trust. And it's just so new and it is very uncomfortable. You're doing good though. You're at the 7. We got the King of Wands. Spirit is saying, I'm going to put someone in your life that is very passionate about you. Someone who practices what they preach. Someone who is not an illusion. Someone who doesn't make themselves to appear to be the King of Cups. Someone who's going to love you down. Someone who's emotionally mature but ends up being the biggest manipulator, the biggest sham. Someone who's passionate about you, shows their passion, shows their love, pursues you, loves you. Someone who is real, like the real deal is what Spirit is wanting to bring into your life. And it is what you are aligning yourself with. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like it's best for you to focus on finances at this time or finding internal stability is what Spirit is actually saying, which is interesting because this Knight of Pentacles is holding this pentacle like almost as armor protecting their heart. So Spirit is saying continuing to build your stability and continuing to protect your heart, to grow, to do things that make you feel good. That's what's going to keep you on course. Don't focus on love at all, to be honest. I feel like that's the best way to go about it. Expect it. Make the decision. Okay, Spirit, stop the video and say right now, Spirit, I am opening my heart to you. I am giving you the lead. I'm allowing you to lead me. I'm allowing you to guide me. I'm allowing you to bring love in my life. I trust you and I know that it will happen. And really just sit and anchor yourself in that energy for 5 minutes and allow it to expand outside of you and fill your life, because this can't be forced. We got the 9 of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the 5 of Cups. There's definitely an energy that's been kind of haunting you and really taunting you, disappointing you. I feel like you guys just go back and forth. Some days you feel really good and empowered. Some days you feel really low, like waiting, still hoping, still praying. And Spirit is like, well, if you gave it to me, you're not still hoping and praying because you know that, you know, what you've asked for, you are in alignment with. What is there to wait for? You're not waiting for anything. It's going to come into your life. It's going to exert itself into your reality and make it known. You know, you don't have to do anything out of the ordinary or to get this. There's a huge message of allowance here. Spirit, can you give me some advice for group 4? What other messages do you have for group 4? Yeah, meditate and contemplate. We got the new moon in Pisces. So a card of new beginnings, but a very watery Piscean new moon, the unknown, the subconscious. Another card coming up to confirm meditation would be good as well. We got the cardinal moon and then we got the full moon in Sagittarius. So we have be bold and make the first move and look at the bigger picture. The best thing for you to do right now is to start a new project, to look at the bigger picture, start to be the architect of that idea and to go at it. And that's what I got for you guys. My Etsy shop is linked below if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that was your message today. I'll talk to you soon.